just in case you're wondering, I raised the truck bed up so when I fuel that tank over there, I can throw the hose under the bed on top of the frame to the other tank. That way I don't have to throw it across the ground or something. Anyway, today it's more fuel, more rain, more fun. Let's get to it. As per the usual, we put about 8 hours of trucking on this rig here, and filling up took about $251. That's not bad considering how much we make in an 8-hour period. On any given day of trucking, I charge anywhere from $1,800 to $2,200 for an 8-hour period, depending on what I'm hauling, what type of terrain I'm having to drive the truck on, whole bunch of factors. I do private one-on-one consultations if you guys are interested in that. I'll try to remember to put my email address down in the description. Let's go in here and see if old Jake wants some pine for his mulch yard. Surely I'm not going to have to drive up to the other end of town. Hey everybody, we made it up to the job site. Got the excavator sitting up there. I just want to put a couple of things into perspective before we get started. You can see my truck's backed into the hole there. Got that load of brush to get out. I'm hoping that I can get it all out in one run. You can kind of see this little lip right there. That's where one trail is going up. And hopefully from right here, you can kind of see. Now this tree is pretty much straight up and down. Let me line up with it. So you can see that grade going up through there. That's not going to do. And the reason I want to kind of put these grades in perspective so you guys can get an idea of why I'm cutting these trails the way I am. So the excavator's over there. Let's go over here. This is the new gate. This is the new gate that we've got to get to. And what we've got, cameras just don't do these things justice unless you can get sideways. So let's go up here. Super muddy and slick today, but right there's our grade. My idea is to cut a trail from this gate up to the far corner and continue the trail where I'm at up to the upper left corner. That way he's got an X pattern of paths across this field, and I think I'm also going to do him a little path across the upper part of the pasture, just straight across to kind of help slow water down from up on the mountain. First order of business, since we've got a lower chance of rain today, we're going to try to get all of this into the truck. I'm going to go ahead and throw these handful of little stumps in with the whole thing. Just pay for it as if it's a truckload of stumps. That way it's all out of here. Then we're going to cut our little trail straight up the hill here, which isn't very, very steep, to that corner, and then we're going to head straight for that gate. That's the plan. First things first, we're going to pull this top layer of mud off so I don't slide off down into the truck. And then the plan is to stall all of the horses tomorrow so I can put that pipe in. Therefore, today, I'm building myself deeper into the job. And then once we get the pipes put in, I can start doing finish grading and finish work on the way out. You don't want to mop yourself into a corner. Go ahead and throw this junk in. And I am down to the last little bit of scraping good stuff up before I have to really grub it out. You notice there's a bunch of brush down there in their yard. Well, I didn't catch it on camera, But I had a grab of brush and I was swinging toward the truck, and a log about this big and about 8-10 feet long came out and it started rolling toward the house. So I just had to turn loose of all the brush and fling it down there to stop the log. So I'm gonna have to go down there and pull that brush up by hand to where I can reach it. I don't really want to get on that steep of a hillside right now with it as wet as it is. That would have made a really good little segment of footage, but at least it's a good story anyway. Actually, you know what? I think I can get down this hill. Got enough debris on there. We're going to find out if I can anyway, can't we? Yeah, what we'll do, spin around and anchor myself in. Blade down, see where that gets us. Oh yeah, I think I may have done it. Yes! No dragging brush by hand for me today. That is sufficient. Now we just gotta get back up the hill. Blade down, another grab. You can't just barely put the teeth in, you gotta get down to firm ground. Excellent. Very cool. Make it fit though. I'm happy about that. I'm not going to get a lot done today. I had to go to the bank and close out one of my accounts because somebody pirated my bank account. Luckily they didn't completely wipe me out. The lesson for me to share with y'all: if you still pay by checks, don't just stick them in your mailbox and flip the little flag up. All they gotta do is go by, get the check out, and they can apparently scan that thing. Erase what you wrote on it and fill their name in and cash it. Very unfortunate. Broke my mount. Just pulled the truck up so I can ease down here and start removing my little ramp loading dock thing. drop it a couple of times, get as much dirt out as we can. Lay this brush right there. So we'll have to load it up. Right now I'm slicking this up back down to dry dirt. That way when I pull the truck back in there, it won't track mud out onto their driveway any more than necessary. Really happy with where we've gotten to so far, but we're getting into a point now that I can't just dig in a little bit and throw it over to the side, and let me show you why. When you do that, you're really only getting real stable ground from where you're at over to virgin ground. See how this is peeling off? That's not real stable, but it's going to be stable wide enough for his tractor. From here on out, what I've got to do reach out here, pull my road in. I see there's a lot of wood chips in there, but it's okay. We're going to line this side over here, and I'll track that in intermittently. I'm going to cut the road using the bucket at this point. One thing about it, that clay is perfect. That's hard ground right there. Good stuff. Real good stuff. Now, as we cut down through here and it gets steeper and steeper, the higher and higher this wall's going to get. because we have to cut in more in order to get the same width of road. I'll go ahead and track that in. I bet you anything my customer will get here and be like, what in the world? I didn't want a highway. I say, well, that's good, because that's not what you're getting, because by the time I slope that side off and slope this side, you're going to end up with a little bitty pig path. But you have to break some eggs to make an omelet. That's all there is to that. Yeah, we're going to start cutting our elevation way down. Let me back up and I'll show you the road that I just made, or the little segment of road. I've got my boom stuck out there to get a little bit more pressure on this track to help hold me uphill, keep me from sliding off, and it helps me bite in more on this side as well. It does a couple of things. Telling you, this is going to be a road that does not wash. Now see, once it's flat, virgin ground, I can start pulling out of that bank and building up on the sides if I want to, because it won't slough off of a flat road as bad. Know what I mean, Vern? Look at that. Ain't that a pretty road? Woo! I like it. I like it a lot. Building roads, best job there is. Well, this is more of a pig path, but that's okay. Now the other thing is too, if you realize that you're getting to the end of your road and it drops off too quickly and you want to taper your road out, now this is a lot easier with a dozer yet again, but once you get some practice, you can do anything with an excavator that you can do with a dozer, but a dozer cannot do what you can with an excavator. So back up beyond, so like right here it's pretty flat and then it drops off. Back up beyond that and start biting in and just start pushing your way along, and you'll start tipping down sooner, and that way you can taper it out more. My goal is to make this to where when it's even when it's wet or just rained, he can safely drive his tractor along it without it sliding off. That's my goal. Now see, I've got a whole bunch of dirt banked now. We'll just backblade this, let y'all see what a real pretty road's gonna look like. Look at that. Look at it. Woo! Get you some. Now at the end, what I'll do is I'll take all of this and pull it in. And what that'll do is raise the road up a little bit more, and that way we can run water to the inside and let the water run out instead of down onto their house. How about that? It's almost like I planned it. That's a lot of dirt to do something with, isn't it? I'll start banking it right there and push it off. That way that crossroads got some dirt to work with. That's what I'll do. For a little while anyway. Well, that clay's trying to pack up in there, isn't it? It'll sure do it. Guarantee. That's some good clay. Look at it. This stuff packs in good. Wish I had a blade on both sides of this machine now. Let's push that off to the side for now. I'll make good use of that. See, now I don't have that big hole anymore. I've got a nice taper going on. They'll like it when I get done with it. Just kind of ugly right now. Right now I'm just tying in this spot where that trail's going to come up to meet there, and it takes a little bit of a wide spot, but we're going to taper everything out, make it look real nice. Just float the blade backwards. If Cat would just make a 309 with a 6-way blade, I'm telling you, I'd be unstoppable. Now what I'm going to start doing is picking dirt up and throwing it out farther, because it makes a sudden drop off down toward that gate, and I'm going to want to fill that hole in to make a nice smooth transition. Smooth as possible anyway. It's going to take a lot of dirt to do that. I'll show you all what I mean. But we've used all the dirt we need behind us. See what I mean by that flat spot over there? I can start building that back up now, and the dirt will stay put. Start pushing this in. I'm on the home stretch now. I'm just breaking up this last little bit of bank. Try to get it to kind of flatten out a little bit more for me. And then we'll just push this on down. That's some black dirt right there. That's big pine roots right there. Put that there for now. Okay, let's start blading this in. Now we're gonna push some trail in, aren't we? Slide off with me. There's just a little bit more dirt over that way. Now I'm going to put my bucket down like that. I'm also backblading at the same time. But I'm just going to let my teeth kind of rake along this little shoulder here. And I'm going to push it off, and it's going to start making more of a tapered shoulder, if you will. Just like this. So we're backblading with the front blade at the same time we're doing this, and it's quite efficient. Then we'll tie it into that. We're going to make it look good, real good. And we're going to do it again, only a little bit flatter. So here we go. And I'm going to keep doing this several more times. The next step is to track that little shoulder in, and I'm going to slowly start dropping the machine off the side, and it's going to tilt more and more each time. See, right through here it's getting soft, but that time I'm going to tie it into the hillside. About took off with me. Got just a wee bit soft. We're going to get some weight uphill, aren't we? Get on up there. See how bad she caved off. See, it just caved off a little bit. what I'll do is I'll come back with the bucket and pull that back up. It's made a right pretty little road, hasn't it? Now I'm going to go through and tie it into the hillside, make it look pretty. Today's goal has been met. The big thing is we roughed in our little road here and I am at the gate. We'll be able to work on that culvert tomorrow. We'll just walk this really quick, let you guys see how this little road came out. I got that tapered and packed in. Definitely going to be easily traversable with this tractor. I don't even know if we're going to end up leaving this or doing that path. This may be enough for him. We'll see. Thanks for watching.